Hi Cancers, welcome to Adik Tarot, the beginning of the truth. This is a guidance spread for the energies you may need to release and let go of at this time. Now, this could be energies that you may need to release and let go of when it comes to a love situation. Could be release and let go of the energies when it comes to family, friends, co-workers, etc. Now, this is a general message, so it may not resonate with everyone. I ask that you take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Keep in mind that this message intent is strictly for guidance. So, Cancer, let's get into it. So, I've already meditated and shuffled over your spread, or shuffled the spreads the decks that we'll be using. And to begin, I'm going to start off with some messages from Spirit when it comes to this energy and what you need to know. So I'm using the Season of the Witch Shaman Oracle deck for this messages from Spirit. And our first message to you is about what you need to know. And we have the card of the wolf, energy of the wolf, the card of the number 44. It reads, devour the ferocious calling within the howling of your spirit. Run wildly into the freedom of your knowing. Now, I use which is the Season of the Witch Oracle deck, because, with this energy, Cancer, and what's going on in this world, basically, it's more than what meets the eye. It's more than what's inside front of us. And in order to understand that, it's about, you being in line, you being woke to what's really happening and not what you're being shown. So the energy of the wolf, for me, it talks about, your instincts. For me, it talks about the wolf, that inner knowing thyself. It talks about your foundation, not the foundation outside of you, but the foundation within you. Your connection to spirit, your connection to your soul, to your spirit. So I want to refer to the book just to give us a more expansion on that meaning of what the message of the wolf when it comes to what you need to know. Our instincts are a roadmap to surviving this human experience. Instincts give us the urge to eat when hungry, to cover up when cold, to seek sex when aroused, and to sense danger even when we cannot see it with our eyes. Instinct and intuition are gifts from the powers that be to help us discover happiness, support, and well-being. Intuition is our inner knowing that connects us to the intelligence of the spirit realm and to the intelligence of the earth. Sadly, many of us have muted our animal natures. We become too reliant on what we can see and have forgotten to tap into the intelligence that is already available to us. Wolf is calling to remind you that you know your way home. You may feel lost or confused about something in your life. You may not know which direction to travel or what is safe to pick up along the way. Wolf allows your instinct to take over. You receive this guidance through the urges you feel. It's like a push and a pull right in the corner center of your being. Take a few moments to feel these urges. When faced with a decision, you can start with something small like which toothpaste to buy or which blog to read. This will help you to build trust in your instincts. Eventually, you will be able to tap into this energy at will and use it for every decision you make in life. trusting your instincts, being, founded within yourself, not needing to go with the flow what everybody else is doing. It's about what you feel is best for you. You need to notice Cancer because of the energy of the healer. This is a card of the number 22. Right now, even these synchronistic numbers, 20, 44, 22 goes into the 4. So it's about you, Cancer. It's about your ability, your power within the healer. And this is wisdom that's already within you, Cancer. Trust in your instincts when to understand these feelings that you have, that when you feel like something ain't right, it really is not right, Cancer. Being able to listen to yourself, listen to your soul. The healer states that we all come into the human experience with the use of energy and intuition. Among us are those who are called to be healers. They are the wise ones who've made a conscious choice to vote themselves to guiding others on their paths. Healers can be found in all religions and traditions, each with something beautiful and unique to contribute to the collective energy of the world. You may know them as shamans, medicine men and women, priestess, wise ones, great ones, the list goes on. If you have pulled the gift of healer, know that you are being called to initiate yourself as one of the wise ones. You are meant to be a guide for those who are finding their way, and there are many ways you can do this. As a healer for your family and neighborhood, or through building a community on social media offering wisdom. It doesn't matter how you choose to heal, all that matters is that you do. If you have thought about becoming a healer, this card is a resounding yes. Some healing practices are crystals, therapists, Reiki, a practitioner, tarot reader, psychic, doula, death doula, herbalist, and so on. You may have something you practice for years or may feel called to learn a new skill. Just trust your intuition. You can become a facilitator of healing, creative healing tools such as guided meditations, healing jewelry, candles, even creating your oracle deck can provide others with a path to heal themselves. You create the path for others to walk. You are unique and have something to share with the world. Know that, Cancer. In order to tap into this energy, what is suggested for you to able to move in the direction towards connecting, Cancer, we have the energy of rebirth. There's death in all that awakens, for it isn't blissful nor painless. It's a mighty rising, O flame, resurrected. Card of the number 31 in Cancer, the number 4. This is all grounded within you, and right now Spirit is telling you to tap into what it is that you feel, what it is that you may be ignoring within your soul, within your being. So, the energy of rebirth, Cancer. And our final message. Let's see. When it comes to rebirth, rebirth represents an awakening after a difficult period. We all must face our storms, but know the storm will pass. Eventually, you will find clear skies and feel the warm sun on your face again. Rebirth is the process of unfolding yourself after a storm. It's when your spirit has a chance to take a deep breath and stretch. It is about rediscovery. All that troubled you has burned away, and now you can face a new life that is waiting to bless you with new adventures and lessons. The rebirth card you have pulled because you are on the cusp of transformation. You weathered the storm and you are being given another chance at accomplishing your heart's desire. A blank canvas. What will you create with it? If you have felt withdrawal, hidden, or shut off, now is the time to emerge back into the world. Your healing is done, and you must begin the process of starting anew. Don't hide your light. Don't be afraid to let yourself be seen. Your lessons have given you experience that can help you contribute something positive and beautiful to the collective consciousness. Trust that all is safe and well. Spirit wants to remind you, Cancer, also of your elders. And I just want to see what this message of the elders is, because this is like the underlying energy with the elders. Your elders want to remind you to have compassion for others and to never disregard someone's wisdom or experience. A Zen saying tells us you shouldn't sit in a meditation for 20 minutes a day unless you're too busy. Excuse me. A Zen saying tells us you should sit in meditation for 20 minutes a day unless you are too busy. Then you should sit for an hour. This knowledge can be applied to wisdom as well. Often the thing you need most when life is moving so fast is to slow down and see what you've been missing out. Excuse me, Cancer. Okay, let me say that one more time. Often, the thing you need most when life is moving so fast is to slow down and see what you've been missing, or in this case, who you've been missing. This card is a call to meet with your elders to see if they have wisdom to share about your ancestors that can help you on your path. Self-awareness. Understanding what cycles might be being replayed. That, it could be form of a hereditance, the way that your family, move, the way that, you think when it comes to certain situations. And it's again about being able to break cycles if need be, Cancer. So get into the spread with this energy. We have Temperance. So it's about you understanding that need to slow down, stand back away from a situation and see how you feel, listen to how you feel about whatever circumstance that you can be going through. Understand that, again, it's more to life than what meets the eye. Things happen underneath, in the background, Cancer. And when you connected to your spirit, when you're connected to spirit, you're connected to the whole source, Cancer. And when you being connected is about you also trusting. Spirit got you no matter what. Your ancestors. But it's about you recognizing what your own foundation is. What do you want? What do you stand on? So when it comes to what you may be feeling right now, Cancer, we have the card of the Seven of Cups. So right now you may be feeling emotional. This could be, you may be feeling emotional. May feel like there's so many things that you want to do. You could be all up in your head, all up in your imagination, all up in your thoughts on what it is that you want. How you can see so many things. You may have so many different options. And here is when it is that self-test. These options are still thoughts, are only thoughts, illusions, until it's brought down to earth. And then with that, Cancer, you have to think about your options. What's in these cups? You have an option to go work towards bringing a home, a foundation for yourself, your family. You have the option to focus on money and being able to provide for yourself. You have an option of someone that you love, someone that you hold dear to your heart. Then you may have memory of someone else that you love, and it's just keeping you, you're in this constant thought of so many things, Cancer. And what's happening is you can get stuck up in your thoughts. And in order to come out of your head and come back to grounding is being able to connect with your soul, being able to shut that down, to meditate, to pray, to write it down, what it is that you want for yourself. Bring it out of the clouds, bring it out of your head, bring it down to reality. Something has ended. It could be a relationship, it could be work, it could be family. Yet you're feeling it so strong because right now, again, an ending has taken place. Something has to end. With this ending, you have to transform with it. This way of thinking, this way of staying up in your head, this caused, in a sense, possibly this ending, depending on whatever the circumstances. By not focusing, by not bringing your thoughts down to earth, down to reality. As an example, it makes me think about when I like to make clothes. I wanted to be a fashion designer, and I could draw. I like to sketch, and I was sketching different outfits and buying different crayons and pencils and sketching. So I ended up having so many options and outfits, but they were still just on a piece of paper. And what I had to do is take the necessary steps to go get the fabric, to find people to make it for me. Once I even got more experience, I would go get the fabric, get the thread. I'm sewing them myself, And it's about bringing that energy, that thought, again, down to reality, and not staying in your head, because that's the imagination, that's the illusion. And sometimes, with the energy in the world, we all know that somebody could come and snatch that idea from you, snatch that option from you, if you don't do what's needed to bring that reality, that thought down into reality. So writing down, taking that down, a plan, the setting up a blueprint, and then taking the steps in reality, Cancer, to make it happen. It's time to transform this energy at this time, Cancer. And let whatever tower that's crushing down, let it burn down. Let the tower go. This is a false foundation that we have here. Whatever situation has changed, that has come to an abrupt ending, is because you didn't take the thought and bring down to reality and apply what's needed in reality to make it concrete. So this was unstable. This is not to place blame on anybody, not even place blame on yourself, It's about taking accountability for the foundation that you founded within yourself. And I laugh because I don't like when people use the same sentence, the word in the same sentence in order, but that's just another part of me. Can't say. We cannot stay in the air, in the imagination, Cancer. Time really waits for nobody. Before you know it, when you decide not to take action properly, it all comes down. This energy is going to transform into energy, Cancer. Now, this could be good energy or bad energy with this Eight of Wands, but this energy is set up to bring upon a change. This is the change that you need. You have the energy is ready for you to start applying these thoughts into action. So when I think about the energy of the Seven of Cups and all the different options, it's like being a kid in a candy store or a cake or bakery where you have so many of them, you can't eat them all at one time. You can't play with all the toys at one time. So it's about you taking what is important to you, what it is that you want, trusting your instincts, snatching that idea, putting it down on a piece of paper, setting up how and order the steps to take to make it become a reality. This energy is open for you, Cancer. And you rise above all of this by getting to work and planting the seeds where they need to go to change this, to build what it is that you truly want. I hear you want to go start a dispensary, you want to start growing weed, you got to plant the seed. You can't start just keep thinking about what you're going to do when it grow, and just seeing it all grow and you spending the money or whatever you, but you got to make it happen first. You got to trust in yourself. Trust your instincts. It's not about nobody else. And when I say that, if you are in a partnership, you have someone that, it's about, again, planting the seeds where necessary. Putting the energy towards what it is that you want. A strong home, a strong foundation, you know what I mean? That bank account. If you want that business, apply the energy towards it. And don't just get stuck up in your head and don't make nothing happen. Are you stuck in your head thinking about everything, inactive in this physical world? Imagine how you're looking. You're looking like one of those like zombies maybe, or somebody in another world with those video game things on, not focusing, Cancer. In your new beginning, you can take this advice, Cancer. You will be in the energy of becoming balanced, putting the energy towards what it is that you do want. Understanding, bringing those ideas that you do want, those thoughts that you do want down to earth. Trusting your instinct, listening to your spirit, connecting with your soul, understanding that you have more to offer this world. Balance with the Six of Pentacles. This is beautiful, Cancer. And what you would have learned is by bringing down your thoughts into reality, it brings you emotional fulfillment. By staying in your head is blocking you and keeping you from your foundation. And that's why this energy right now in the spirit wanting you to connect with your soul. Spirit wants you to connect with spirit. Praying, Cancer. Researching about spirit. Looking up different scriptures in the Bible or the Quran. Listening to inspirational YouTube videos. Learning about crystals and, learning more about your own soul, your spirit. It is a beautiful thing. Instead of worrying about what's on TV, what's Tom, Dick, and Harry, they don't even call them that no more, but what everybody else is doing, and not paying attention to you. And that's how we get lost in the sauce. I'm talking old school. So clarifying this spread, Cancer, we got the Ace of Swords, and I speak nothing but the truth to you. I ask that you spirit me. My intention is just asking that you connect to what it is that you want. Connect to your truth. Connect to your abilities, Clarifying the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Two of Pentacles. So sometimes trying to do more than one thing, Cancer, can, cause you to be confused. Or with this energy, you can do more than one thing. You can work on your foundation, at the same time work on your coin. It's about balancing your energy and focusing on what it is that you want to do, what it is that you truly want for yourself, Cancer. Because the way things been going, it's been having you out here stuck like a zombie, looking like you have just a body out here, really. It's time to tap into that fire energy that's inside of you. It's time for you to tap into that King of Wands energy and know who you are. It's time for you to tap into your spirit, tap into your soul, tap into, again, that King of Wands energy that is the leader, that is a family man, takes care of his family, knows himself, sure himself, has confidence, is charming. Again, a go-getter, doesn't wait for anybody. He's a leader. He leads the crowd. He's the boss, manager, what have you. I don't even want to say manager, but the King of Wands is going to go and make it happen, and he's not waiting for nobody to give him the instructions. He's the entrepreneur. He starts the businesses. He gets it started. And it's time to stand and step into that King of Wands energy, male or female. You rise above this by not digging so deep into the illusion, not being so easily tempted by temptation, not being so easily beguiled by others. Trusting your instincts, knowing when some things might be too good to be true. Trusting your instincts, listening. Keeping secrets, doing things behind the scenes. And you're always being watched, Cancer. What's in the dark always comes to light, eventually. It's going to transform into, Cancer, you focusing on the bag. Focusing on your work. Now, when we work on bettering ourselves, when we work on trying to get what's better for ourselves, we're always going to be challenged. And it's important for you to recognize that energy and know how to turn this energy of this pain into power, the energy of what you did not want to happen, make it into something you do want to happen. Don't get stuck. Rise above this by doing the work. You rise above this by having faith, Cancer. You rise above this by staying connected to your ancestors, stand connected to the wise ones of the earth. Recognizing that it's more than what they're trying to show us, Cancer. Not getting caught up. Knowing it's important to take that time to pray, meditate. All about you trusting your instincts. Again, it's about turning this pain about understanding who it is that you to give your energy to, who it is you give your finances to. Being balanced and not just making risky moves. Trusting your instincts, Cancer. Listening. The lesson here is in learning not to turn your back on your blessings. By not acting on your blessings, and not putting action in, basically, that's a form of denying your blessings. Knowing that you have a responsibility, choosing not to work on it, work towards something that you do want, that's a form of, turning your back on your blessings. And when we turn our back on our blessings, we turn our back on ourselves. Whatever this situation is, you know better, Cancer. Deep down in your soul, deep down in your spirit, you may have been trying to ignore it, but you know better, and now it's time to do better. Spirit wants you to know it's important for you to choose wisely, Cancer. And this is when we are not connected within spirit, connected to our emotions. This is when we don't listen to our heart. And when we don't do these things, we really only hurting ourselves. You might think you hurting somebody, but for the most part, you hurting yourself. That energy that you put out is the energy that's going to come right back to you. And there are those of us that know better, and for those of you, you know better. Your elders are telling you to choose wisely. Spirit is telling you that you know that there is deception. You know that there is envy amongst you. Your instincts is telling you them hairs might be curling up on the back of your neck. You might be feeling funny, sad, low, sick when you're around certain individuals. Trust and listen to your instincts. Why ignore them? You got the wisdom. You got energies of a healer. Spirit will, connecting to your spirit will heal you. You know this wisdom. Now it's time to connect to wisdom. Cancer, I learned myself that when shit gets so rough, so hard, back feeling against the wall, trying to be so strong, so tough, man, and then you just break down. You gotta just break down and cry. And you know what? Things get so challenging, things get so confusing. There's conflict inside, there's conflict. When these things happen, this is spirit telling you to come here. How can I help you? Let me help you. These challenges that you're going through, these changes, these conflicts, this confusion is not here to ever kill you. If you choose to succumb to it. But these challenges are here to make you stronger. You connect with spirit will help you become stronger. You connecting to your soul. You connecting to your spirit in order to connect to the divine source that's out here. Come on, Cancer. It's not just about what's in your home. It's just not just about your car. It's not just about who you be around with. This is a big ass universe. You got that power of the universe inside of you, and you need to connect to it in order to assist you. We are a spirit first. We are nothing but energy. We're in this body temporarily. We're in this body for our spirit to have a physical experience. What are you doing? Your spirit is here to navigate you through this physical world. Walking in this physical world without being connected to your soul, connected to your spirit, connected to the spirit, this divine source, you lost out here. You a zombie. Being easily influenced by temptation, man. Just when it comes to morals, this is when it comes to your values, this is when it comes to integrity. What are you founded on? You are so much bigger than so much. And this temptation, this energy knows. And it wants to keep you down, Cancer. And this is what the battle is about. Connect to your spirit to assist you in finding balance, especially when it comes to this. You'll be able to trust your instincts, and that's a form, that's loving yourself, Cancer. Having self-love, knowing who you are, not easily tempted by bullshit. Okay, Cancer, and that is all I have for you at this time. I hope that this message helps someone, Again, this is Adik Tarot, the beginning of the truth. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you are so inclined. I would love to see you next time. But, hey, Cancer, step into your power.